What's up, family? It is Caden with Urban Finance. Today I'm going to be talking about why I'm choosing to close out my Acorn account. Yes, I have an Acorn account. Don't judge me and I won't judge you, okay? On this channel, I talk about everything related to financial knowledge, economic empowerment, and urban finance. And urban finance, if I'm being honest, is literally anything I feel like talking about. If you haven't already, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell to be notified of when I post something new. All right, let's jump in. So for those of you that may not know, Acorn is a micro investing / robo investment platforms. And so when Acorn first launched, one of the things that they really promoted about the app is their roundup feature. And what that consists of is that for each time you make a purchase on your card, they will round up the difference and invest it for you. For example, if you were to buy a latte for $6.50, they will round up the additional 50 cents, take it out of your checking account, and invest that money for you. And so those are very small investments and small slices of companies you will be able to purchase based on that round up feature. And so that's why it's a micro investing app. And the robo investing app kind of details the fact that you don't really have to think about your investments. They're gonna handle your investments for you. Acorn currently have about 4.5 million users and about $1 billion in assets. And so they do have a good bit of presence and is still consistently growing. But I am deciding to close out my Acorn app for the few reasons that I'm about to explain to you in this video. So let's take a look at my Acorn app together, and I'll be scrolling through it as I'm talking to you about Acorn and the various reasons why I'm no longer gonna invest with them. And before I get into why I'm gonna choose not to invest with Acorn, there were really three reasons why I decided to invest with Acorn. The first reason that I decided to invest with Acorn, as you can see, is that I got a partner reward from Swagbucks for $10 for signing up for Acorn. So that was $10 free for signing up with Acorn. The second reason that I chose to invest with Acorn is because when you sign up for Acorn through a referral, you get $5. So that was $15 free that I got for signing up with Acorn. And so I love free money. I love doing promotional stuff in order to get free money. And so for me, signing up with Acorn at that time was a no-brainer to get that $15. In addition to that, I always planned to do a review of Acorn on YouTube. And so that was another reason why I said, hey, let me go ahead and sign up with Acorn and see how it functions. And so the only thing I did through my entire time of investing in Acorn was the round up function, in addition to this $15 that I started out with. And as we go through it, I'll explain exactly why I am no longer going to invest with Acorn. As you can see, in the first month, in February, when I started investing in Acorn, I invested a total of $12. Let's just average it and say $12. Acorn charges $1 as their monthly fee. Now that may not sound like a lot of money, but $1 from the $12 that I had invested in that month was about 8%. Now 8% is a huge chunk of money, especially at the beginning. That was a huge fee that I was hit with. Obviously, the good thing is 15 of those dollars weren't my dollars, but just in a short 5 months, Acorn would have earned their $5 back and then start chumping into my $10 that I had invested in the account. Now, obviously, since I'm investing in the account, there is some growth that is going to be happening, but the question then becomes, is the growth that I'm getting from investing in Acorn worth the amount that I'm paying at this round up amount? And so as we keep looking at my account, we see that I have some dividends reinvested through my investments with Acorn. It has, a couple of cents, a little less than 1 cent of dividends. And don't get me wrong, I love free money, even when it's 0.01 cents. Ooh, free money makes me happy. And so as we can see, more and more as I continue to invest in Acorn, my returns start to increase. And in total, I think I have 79 cents of dividends just from investing in Acorn. And as you can see here, my total amount in Acorn is $194. and I'm currently invested in a very aggressive portfolio. Let's jump into the portfolio because they have separate different types of portfolios. And so first they have a conservative portfolio, and then you can just take a look and see what it's made of, but it's made up a lot of different bonds and ETFs. Then we have a more moderately conservative portfolio. Then we have a mix of stocks and bonds and some index funds. And then we're getting to a little more moderate, a moderately aggressive, and then aggressive portfolio. And I have over 30 years to retirement, so my portfolio is always going to be aggressive. And I think I'll probably have an aggressive portfolio until I'm about 5 years to retirement. So nothing is necessarily wrong with those portfolio. But again, even with the $194 that I have invested in Acorn now over the course of the last 7 months, over the course of the year, I'm still going to be getting hit with a 0.5% fee every month that will calculate out to about a 6% APR. And that is just too rich for my blood. And so the first reason I'm not going to invest in Acorn is because of the fees, especially when I can invest in Robinhood without any type of fees. And Robinhood allowed me to do something else that Acorn doesn't, which is going to be the second reason that I'm not going to invest in Acorn anymore. But if you don't have a Robinhood account, feel free to check out the description below where I will leave a link to Robinhood for you where you can get a free stock. So feel free to check that out if you want to open up a Robinhood account and get a free stock. And so the second reason that I'm not going to invest in Acorn is because while there are these different portfolios that you can select from conservative to aggressive, you can't actually buy individual stocks. And for me, that is a huge drawback, that I can't just go in and buy a stock that I like Apple or Amazon or Tesla or JD.com, which I'll be probably talking about a little later in this video. And so that is a huge drawback. And that gets to the robo-investing portion of Acorn. And part of that is allowing Acorn to invest your money for you and you not really have to worry about investing. And I'm someone that personally like investing my own money, but even if I didn't want to invest my own money, I would just put my money in an S&P 500 fund and let it grow that way. And because of that, there is no reason for me to pay this $1 fee on what is small incremental amounts of money going into this account. And because a lot of people use the roundup feature as the main source of investments in their Acorn account, they are getting eaten alive. And so was my account getting eaten alive. But like I said, I had that $15 buffer in there that allowed me to have a decent return. What Acorn does now is after you have $5 total, then they take the money out of your checking account. So they don't do it anymore by just a couple of dollars. So as you can see, my performance overall, I have a 16% return on my Acorn account, which is really good. And that comes out to be about $27. But honestly, I am pretty sure that 15 of the $27 is the money that I got for free. So the money that I got from Swagbucks as well as Acorn. And so if we weren't counting the money that I got for free, my return on Acorn would have probably been closer to $5. And this is after a very extraordinary August that we just had. I believe we had the best August since 1984 or something like that. So I'll put the actual date up on the screen for you. But we had a crazy August and I've only had a 16% return on Acorn, which I would say is not too bad if most of the money from that return was in the free money that I got and not actually profits from the investments that Acorn have me in. And the return would have been greater on Acorn if I weren't paying $1 every month. And so while $1 does not sound like a lot of money, when you're only investing a little bit of money into an account like Acorn, it really is a huge percentage of your portfolio. So there you have it, the two reasons I'm no longer going to invest in Acorn. And the first reason is that the fees are just too high, especially when you consider that a lot of people are using the round-up functionality for their investments on Acorn. They actually said that I would have like $79,000 or something like that by age 55, which is not bad. But who knows what that would be with all the fees that is getting eaten up. And then after a certain point on Acorn, I think they changed the fee structure for you, but I'm not going to get into that because I honestly don't believe most people that invest in Acorn would potentially get to that point. But feel free to look that up for yourself. And the second reason I'm not going to invest in Acorn is it really doesn't allow you to learn the stock market. Since they are doing all of the investments for you, you can't even really check out single stocks at all. And so those are just two huge downsides. But you know, I'm happy to have earned the $15 that I got for free and the overall $27 profit that I got from Acorn. I think it was 27. I'm not looking at the app right now. What I am going to do is take the $194 that I have in the Acorn account and move it over to a Charles Schwab account. And I will probably do a review of that account sometime in the future, just like I did a review of this Acorn account. And the beautiful thing about the Charles Schwab account is that it offers more free money. I believe with the referral link, you can get up to $100 for investing at least $100 into the account. So that will be about $300 that I will have in that account just alone. I may break it out between two different stocks that I'm not currently holding in my Robinhood portfolio. It may be, these are the two stocks that I'm thinking of, and I'm not sure about it, but I'm thinking about Rocket Companies and JD.com. So feel free to go check out those stocks for yourself. Again, that is not a recommendation for those stocks, but I think I might hold those two stocks in the Charles Schwab account and probably just leave them there for all eternity and never look at it again. We'll see. All right, this is Caden with Urban Finance. If you haven't already, please smash the like button, subscribe to the page, and hit the bell to be notified of when I post something new. And like I always say, even in the midst of these crazy times, remember to live your best life.